Ian Garry tried to get under Della Maddalena's skin ahead of UFC 315 by leaving bags of M&Ms around, even having his son hand some to Jack during an interview. At the press conference, Jack responded, "I don't think that's actually Ian's son, and I don't like M and Ms."
I'm not saying I want him to miss weight, but I didn't leave the stadium scale.
I think that's actually Ian's son. And I don't like M&M.
Jon Jones believes a heavyweight bout against Daniel Cormier would have been more lopsided than their light heavyweight clashes. Here is what Jones has to say: peak Bones versus peak DC at heavyweight. "I believe I beat Daniel Cormier at heavyweight worse than I beat him at light heavyweight. I feel like my speed has transferred over in a way that his hasn't. I think I beat him up pretty worse at heavyweight. I kick harder. I know he punched harder as a heavyweight, but I kick a lot harder. You all see what my kicks did to him in the second fight." Dana White confirmed that Ilia Topuria's next opponent will be determined by the outcome of UFC 315's main event between Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena.
For Dana, Ilia Topuria did an interview a few minutes ago where he said the winner of this fight is going to determine whether he fights Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira on International Fight Week. Can you confirm that that's the stakes attached to this main event too?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now, and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Jose Aldo failed to make the bantamweight limit, weighing in at 143 pounds. As a result, his bout against Ayman Zahabi at UFC 315 has been moved to featherweight.
143, the official weight for Jose Aldo.
Following Bo Nickal's TKO loss to Rainier de Ridder, Luke Rockhold didn't hold back, saying, "This kid Bo Nickal is pretty pathetic. Talking a big game he was, but he was looking for a way out from the first round on. The kid just needs to shut up. I think Bo just quit like a little bit." Bo Nickal addressed the backlash after his first professional loss, stating, "I'll watch that fight back at some point, but I look at it as just a blueprint of what not to do. So that's a massive plus, because I can't look at it and say like, well, I did everything I could and he got me. It was like I did in my effort-wise, but the mistakes that I made were just so obvious to me. Fixable, obvious mistakes. And I think he's a great guy. He's a great opponent, so he forced me into those mistakes, and I didn't correct, or I didn't adjust. That's what you have to do if you want to be the best in the world. I never wanted to be an undefeated UFC champion. I never said that." After Alex Pereira posted a cryptic message about the UFC and then claimed his account was hacked, Daniel Cormier expressed skepticism.
Pereira's a liar. Pereira did not get hacked yesterday. Pereira might have tweeted something and then somebody called him and was like, "Yo, calm down." I don't believe the hack thing, bro. It's too convenient. It was too specific.
It kind of sounded like Pierre. Wow, I can't believe you just called that out. Wow,
I'm saying it in public.
Big.
I'm sorry, I'm saying it in public. Remember, Chill, we still ain't got a main event for International Fight Week. What about you, Uncle Liev? Are you available? Uncle Liev's like, "Okay, I can fight." And then you go to Pereira and go, "Pereira, are you available?" And Alex is like, "Well, it's short time to get ready." "Okay, Alex, we're going to give somebody else this title fight." Alex gets mad, goes to the internet, puts that up there, then gets a call going, "Hey, man, you know, that's my thought. That's what happened. But I know this game enough to put that together and feel pretty confidently to say it on ESPN." They might have told that boy that somebody else was going to get that fight on International Fight Week. He got mad. I hope he don't get mad at me.
Michael Bisping also found the situation suspicious, noting the specificity of the original post.
I admit, when I saw that, I was like, well, that's kind of pathetic. You know, I mean, come on. I mean, listen, UFC, yes, you have been a company man. Yes, you have stepped up. You have taken short notices, fights. But you've also made a tremendous amount of money, you know, and I was like, what is going on? And then he comes out and he says he was hacked. Question is, chat, do we believe that he was hacked? Because that's the big rumor right now. Because I did initially think if somebody hacked Alex Pereira's account, they're going to say something a bit more inflammatory than that. They're going to say, they're going to push their little crypto scam or something. Mm-hmm. But what a weird thing to hack Alex Pereira's account just to say that he's walking away from the UFC or whatever. Kind of strange.
Sean Brady is eager to face Ian Garry this August.
Me and Ian should fight. Whoever wins, even like if Belal wins and he's not able to fight for a while, like I want to fight towards the end of the summer, like August. Let me and Ian fight, and then whoever wins that is the true. Even though I know I'm the true #1 contender, whoever wins.
When Shavkat comes back,
When?
Belal Muhammad revealed that Kamaru Usman became emotional during their podcast, which has yet to be released.
Do you think there's a reason they haven't put it out yet? Or do you think they may be holding it in case he gets a title shot? Or is there a reason why? Did he come off worse is basically what I'm asking.
No, I mean, if you're a grown man and you start crying on a podcast, and it's your podcast, and you start tearing up, why would you want to put it out there? Unless there's like a really good editor that's going to try to clear it up. But I don't think they got that much money.
Just curious, who do you have in the Usman and Buckley fight?
Usman and Buckley? I got Buckley. I think Buckley's riding high right now. He has a long streak. Usman's been out for 2 years. And when you're out for 2 years, it's hard to come back.
After his recent title fight loss, Diego Lopes is targeting a path back to contention. Here is what he has to say. My focus is to fight at Noche UFC in September. 2 names I can mention that I'd like would be the rematch against Movsar Evloev, or a fight those against Yair Rodriguez. Either of guys gets me close to the title. The fights that I have to take are the ones that guarantee me to fight for the belt next. I have yet to really think about it too much on what we want to do, but obviously we have Noche UFC in Guadalajara. That's my objective, to fight there. Look, it's definitely Movsar. The UFC has been cooking him for many years now. Even though people don't like his style, he's won key fights to have an opportunity to fight for the title. Valentina Shevchenko is set to defend her flyweight title against Manon Fiorot at UFC 315.
What I'm expecting from this matchup, it's a strong fight going to the end. And I know for sure that I will do like 100% and more to win the fight. No matter what I have to do in the fight, I will do. And yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's a strong fighter I'm facing. And no matter, for me, there is like no one step back, only like forward and forward, and definitely finishing the fight earlier. This is the goal.
Responding to Ian Garry's prediction that Joaquin Buckley would demolish him, Kamaru Usman said,
a lot of talk going on in this division. A lot of it being aimed at me. I don't care about these dudes. Why are they coming at me?
Ian Machado Garry. I don't think Joaquin Buckley just beats Usman. I think he demolishes him. What's your take on that?
I get it, but he might be a little salty. I did kind of put him out on blast. This is just extra motivation. These guys, when they're coming to compete against me, anything they say or do can and will be used against them when we are inside that octagon, because as I've said, I am the judge, I am the jury. And in that cage, I can also be the executioner. It's my job to go in there and show them that, hey, you don't eat until big man eats first. And I am the big man. So let me eat again and again and again. And when I'm tired of eating, then these guys can come and get some. But right now, yeah, I'm still hungry.
Israel Adesanya shared his prediction for the UFC 315 main event.
Jack, Della, Maddalena, and new baby. Method of victory? Knockout. I'm going to knock out, bro. Because I believe in his... I believe in them things, man. I believe in them things, man. I want to let him go. Let's go, Jack. But yeah, respect to Belal. I like what he fights for as well. I like the fact that, especially after he won the belt, Belal fights for the people of Palestine because of what's going on. Still, it's good that they have someone currently to look up to that can champion their cause. And even if Jack wins, I still think Belal's a champion for those people because he fights for them and he champions them. And they should hold him in high regard. But in this fight, I'm going for Jack Della Maddalena because that's my boy.
Jon Jones and Nate Diaz have signed on as coaches for the 2nd season of the Russian fight program ALF Reality, akin to The Ultimate Fighter. Jon Jones reposted the tweet saying ALF Reality 2 season, Team Jon Jones versus Team Nate Diaz. I told y'all there's levels to this game. That's all for today's MMA News Roundup. Stay tuned for more updates and insights from the world of mixed martial arts.